Ashley Josephine here. Today I'm going to share with you a practice that you can do sitting in a chair at the office or while you're traveling. The goal here is to give you postures that you can use to help stretch out areas of the body where you commonly might feel tension. But these stretches are probably things you already do in your daily life and you didn't even know that you were doing yoga. So the very first thing I want you to do is find a chair. And it doesn't have to be any special kind of chair. It's probably helpful if there aren't wheels on your chair, but if there are, that's okay. You'll want to sit up on the chair so that you can really have the soles of your feet down on the ground. You want to find a nice tall spine so that you're not slumping or leaning back onto the back of the chair. Just sitting up in this way and finding nice posture is a good way to help you start to engage some of your core musculature in a very subtle way. It's not like you're actually bracing in, but you are having this feeling like everything is helping you to lift up. So from here, we're just going to do a very simple forward fold, hinge forward from your hips. See if you can rest your entire torso over your thighs and bring your hands down to the ground. Now the great thing about this posture is that you might do this already throughout the course of your day. And it might even just look like you're bending over to tie your shoe while you're sitting at work. So anytime you start to feel like your lower back is starting to bother you a little bit, or you're just looking for a short stretch, just fold forward over your legs. And also get your head and your neck involved, so really release your head and your neck down towards the ground too. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Now press down into your feet to help you rise all the way back up, back into your nice sitting posture. You can do that for 10 breaths, as many breaths as you'd like. It's a really nice relief for the lower back, the back side of your body. The next thing we're going to do is a simple twist. Again, this is probably something that you've done before and you didn't even know that you were practicing yoga. I want you to take your right hand and place it behind you. So the back of your hand is coming to your lower back. And then your left hand is going to come to the outside of your thigh. If you have a handle on your chair, you can place it to your chair. And just start to gaze out over your right shoulder with your neck. Make sure that you're sitting up tall and also that your sit bones are really pressing down into the ground. You're not leaning over to one side. And again, see if you can take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You might even be able to grab the back of your chair to help you twist around. Just make sure that you're not leaning too far back. Your shoulders are still stacked right over your hips. You're not striving for that. If it's easy for you to grab, then you can absolutely grab it. If it's just going to take too much work to get you there, then just stay either on the, can't think of what the word is here, for your chair, but either on the outside of the thigh or on the outside of the chair. Take another big breath in. Handle, that's the word I was looking for. Come back to center. For a moment, just notice the difference that you feel between sides here. And you're probably going to want to feel like you definitely want to do the other side. So take your left hand back behind you. Your right hand will come around to the outside of your left thigh, again to the outside of the chair, to the handle. If you can grab the back of the chair without deforming the rest of your posture, you can absolutely do that. Gaze out over your shoulder behind you. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Just like the forward fold, you can stay here for as long as you'd like. But the one thing I want you to watch out for is that the shoulders really like to creep up by the ears. See if you can keep them down away from the ears. The feet stay on the ground. Take a breath in and a breath out. And release down to your side. So we do that posture throughout our day, whether we are just turning around to talk to somebody behind us, or we're starting to feel like we're getting a little bit of a twingy type feeling in our low back, and we kind of do this little thing anyway. So you might have already been practicing yoga and you didn't even know it. So next thing we're going to work on are side bends. I love side bends. They're probably my favorite category of posture, because we just don't spend that much time in our daily lives working that part of our body. Again, find your nice posture. Your feet are on the ground. I want you to grab hold of the outside edge of your chair with your right hand. Lift your left fingertips up overhead and reach over towards your right. You can bend your right elbow here if you need to. As you lift up and over, like you're reaching for something on a bookshelf right over to the side. You can drop your ear down to your shoulder, get a little extra neck stretch in there. Again, press down through both sit bones so you feel like you're still sitting equally on both sit bones. Take a breath in and a
breath out, and then rise back up. I think that side bends are one of the best feeling postures in the world. So grab hold of the chair with your left hand, reach up and over with your right fingertips. You might find that one side feels a lot easier to move into than the other side, which is normal and common because our bodies are actually quite asymmetrical. Make sure that the feet are planted firmly on the ground. Make sure that you're breathing. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then rise back up. Side bends are also so great to do in the morning, right when you wake up. The body is kind of stiff, and it's nice to get that side-to-side movement, which is not a movement that is prominent or features prominently in our daily habitual movement patterns for most of us. The last thing we're going to do is just work on the neck. So you drop your ear or your chin down towards your chest and then let that ear fall over towards your right. You can take your left hand and place it behind your back, just like we did for the twist. And that will help you get a little extra stretch, a little extra sensation in the neck stretch. So that's an option. You can do this with your arm if you want. You could even grab hold of a chair behind you if you wanted to. Take a deep breath in. Make sure to release your hand down to your lap before you drop your chin down, and then go over to the other side. I just felt some strange cracking noises in my neck, which you might be experiencing also. Make sure to breathe, kind of release all of that tension out of the neck. You'll take your right hand, if you want, place it behind your back. You could even grab hold of the chair behind you, but again, we're not striving. Just if it's there, it's an option. If not, don't worry about it. I'm sure you're still feeling the sensation. A lot of times these sensations are not, it's not that we're trying to get as much sensation as we possibly can. It's more that we're just trying to feel something, which is better than nothing. If we try and go for that absolute extreme sensation, then sometimes we can overdo it. So drop your hand back to your lap, drop your chin to your chest, gaze straight forward, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. I hope you found these stretches helpful for you and that you can start to incorporate them in your day. My recommendation is that at least 3 times a day you stop, take just a 10-minute break, even less, 5 minutes between some of your projects at a nice stopping point, and do some of these stretches so you can kind of keep some space and some blood moving throughout your body. And if you really want to have fun with it, you could set a timer on your phone for every hour, and after every hour take just a little 5-minute or less break, do these stretches, and then get back to work. It will do wonders for your spine, and you'll feel great in your body. Please let me know if you have any questions or feedback. I'd be happy to answer your questions for you. I'd love to hear from you. I look forward to teaching you again soon, and I'll see you on or off the mat soon. Namaste.